Welcome to the intro video of 48 seconds, so I can upload my real video. And what is this? No, it's not a linden or lime. It's a maple that you recognize of the lack of fruits on that. And you can of course see the maple here, the maple leaves. This is an interesting thing. So this is a human constructed swamp. So all the water that runs down from the city, it will go through this artificial swamp until they reach the church lake that you will see more of after this. So see you in the real video now. Hello the English speakers, and welcome to a very calm church lake here with some, I think that should be willows and of course birches here, the white ones. We will enlighten your blind spots about some health tips against special kinds of clots and toenails that are filled with fungi, and about some bad partisan liars. But let's start by taking a big deep birch breath. So thank you for your birthday wishes yesterday. A little bit tired today. I had a great birthday. So a lot of people were telling me that I should wish for something, and I came up with a good wish to have. I wish that more people could get their dreams come through. It sounds like I'm bullshitting, but I'm not. I'm actually really enjoying to see people making their dreams come true, and it will benefit me also. I will get inspired and I will get new interesting things in my life just because others are, well, realizing their dreams. So I really like that. So make sure your dreams come true, and I will help you to not have any blind spots. For example, Nattokinase. So Nattokinase, this is what you get when you ferment soy, and there is some enzyme in there that can break down some proteins, and that might be really useful if you have vaccine damage from this mRNA vaccines, and they produce stuff, and you get a special kind of clots that are rubbery kind of protein clots, and they can be broken down by the enzyme from this Nattokinase in vitro. So that's the bad news. This study was done in vitro, that is in a petri dish or something like that, but it breaks down 84%. There are some tablets that you can buy with this enzyme, and they have capsules around them that are resistant to acid. So you eat them up and they pass through your stomach into your intestines, and then your body will absorb them there. I'm not sure if this works, of course, and I haven't seen the study if it actually works in humans. But if you have a lot of vaccine damage, it might be worth trying. It just costs $30 or something to take a lot of these pills. So toenail fungus or on your fingers. I have had problems with that, and my father also. First of all, keep the nails very short. That might cure it. Sometimes you might lose the entire nail, but it will grow back. Luckily, it's not as painful as it should be, strangely enough. It's not like getting your nails pulled out at all, even though the nails might come loose. But I've linked to an article on Epoch Times that are suggesting way too many things. But it's hard. It's easy to kill fungi. There are many ways to do that, but you can't get to the fungi. And your immune system can definitely fight the fungi. but your immune system don't get to it either because it's under your nail. So neither whatever you apply to it or your body itself can't reach this fungi that is growing under your nail. So they did suggest propolis. So that's not an organization that is for the police. Propolis is sort of the concrete from bees. So this is the construction material that they are using, and that is extremely good at fighting fungi. I have tried with stuff like the yeast killer that you use for wine. It doesn't work at all, or at least not so that you notice. What is working is trying to get rid of as much nail as you can and keeping them extremely clean. There are some suggestions in the articles how to avoid getting infected. I think that is just causing more problems that you are solving with that. You can also use sunlight. Of course, you can't do that here because it's in the middle of the day and you can't see any sun at all. It's still in the sky, but you can't see it because the sky looks like this. And yeah, that's the winter in Sweden quite often. Digital ID. There are a lot of activists and they really do not want this digital ID. I think that's a psyop. Don't fall for this. There will be a lot of, there are already digital IDs, and this is a losing fight. You will be demoralized. That's the point why they are activating you or try to activate you in doing this useless fight. What you should do is building spy networks so that we can spy on the tyrants and make sure that our system is directed at the tyrants as they will, and we can't stop them. I'm 100% sure we can't stop digital IDs and surveillance, etc. The only thing to do that actually can be good for us is to fight back. If we are just Luddites that are refusing to use technology, how will that end? With 100% certainty, that will end with we losing. So use the technology against them, even though you might not want to do that, but it's the only option to win. And I'm asking you to argue against that if you can. So please disagree if you have a good argument. You can only, when it comes to progress, you can't stop progress, but you can make sure that the progress, like a river, is flowing where you want it to flow, but you can't stop progress because then you are just swept away with the progress that might be bad. I'm not using progress as a good thing, but it's just going forward, and it might be really bad. There are still some people who are seems to be good people, but they have now gotten into this Amathia. So they are still on the side that Israel is the good one, Hamas is the evil terrorist, and therefore their brains don't work. I have linked to people who have been reasonable and said wise things. I will never ever link to these people again because they have broken brains, or they are just pure evil. Then you might actually need to listen to pure evil people. But if they have a broken brain, there's something wrong with them, and you should probably avoid copying their way of thinking. So I've posted, I will not tell you who it is. You can of course search for it if you are really interested. But if you see someone trying to do some sarcastic way at, yeah, we believe everything that Hamas is saying, yada yada, and Israel is bad, so we are not anti-Semitic. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's not funny, it's not making any kind of point. It's just a deranged brain, and this otherwise wise person is now broken because of Amathia that I talked about yesterday. When you are smart, informed, and totally wrong because you have been training on too much Wikipedia and Reddit. So this Netanyahu, he's indefensible. You can't defend him, and either you're evil or you have a broken brain. Netanyahu has now killed 24 more people in Gaza. Because why? Well, because he's evil. That's why. Of course, I want to emphasize that you must listen to people who are wrong. We are all wrong about some things. But when it comes to this remove list that I have, make sure to remove all the Zionists, climate fanatics, mass immigration enablers, and the usurers, etc. These are people with either broken brain or they are just liars, and they will destroy you. And you can't negotiate with them, you can't do anything except, keeping them away and make sure that they are able to destroy as little as possible. But you can't reason with them. You might think that you can do that in some other issue, but still they will have broken brains, and the safest thing is to not get close to them if possible, otherwise keep them as far away as possible. So this MTG, she is stepping down from Congress on the 5th of January. And then, of course, there are a lot of toxic writers that I see blaming her for insider trading. There is no evidence for that. If you are saying this bullshit, you should not be trusted for anything more ever again. I will remind you, if you are criticizing MTG, you are on the same side as Randy Fine, and then you should really question what kind of garbage you are. Of course you aren't like that because you don't have this blind spot. So Randy Fine, he said that one anti-Semite down, one more to go. Of course he's referring to Thomas Massie, that is against Jewish supremacy, Jewish criminals, and, well, Jews in general, one might think. Not all Jews, I don't think, but all the criminal ones. And they are pretty many of them, it seems. But yeah, there are, of course, obvious speculations. Have we seen all of MTG? Will she just go back to her construction business? I do not think so. I think she's heading for something else. Maybe governor, maybe something else that is not Congress. Maybe some position in the next administration where she can actually do something. I don't think she has the potential or that she would actually be good at being the president, but I will not rule that out, actually. And then there are other liars or people who have a huge blind spot. They say that she steps down after being 5 years in Congress and then she gets a life pension. So if you have been in Congress for 5 years, she steps down after 5 years and 2 days. Yeah, she gets not rich at all. I would like this pension, but she has to be turning 62, so that happens in 11 years. So in 11 years she will get $8,700 per year. That is $725 per month in 11 years. So yeah, that's nice to have, but it will not change her life, and she cannot buy a mansion with that kind of pension. So people are saying that she only did this to get this pension. They are liars or really, really uninformed. You can ask Grok or anyone about what exactly is she getting. And no, it's not a fortune. ADL has said that USS Liberty, that is anti-Semitic. If you say that Israel did this deliberately, Israel did that deliberately, then you're anti-Semitic. ADL should be sued for USS Liberty libel. They should pay for this. They are lying and they are desecrating the bodies of the dead sailors and the ones who are still surviving today. They should pay for this, and they should pay every dollar that they have in their organization and every dollar that they will ever get. That organization deserves to die after doing this evil kind of lying, deliberate lying, and they should not get away with this. This is not free speech. They have no rights whatsoever after doing this. And I'm really pissed, as you can notice, that others let them get away with this just because they are Jews. And they are horrible, disgusting people, and everyone knows that. Speaking of disgusting subhumans, you can say something like every dish, single man, time fur. Yeah, so they are called Mindish, Zuckerman, and Schäfer. And these people are Jews, of course. They were in Ukraine. They fled to Israel. Israel is protecting these corrupt criminals from Ukraine. So that makes Israel look good, doesn't it? AIPAC says that Israel is really good. Israel is very nice. They can do medical tech. So they are helping USA. USA will get the best medical tech in the world by cooperating with Israel. So you should be very grateful that you get medical tech from criminals. They are protecting not only pedophiles, but also Ukrainian criminals. Israel protects criminals, as Hitler said that they would do. The Jerusalem Post explains how you behave if you are a Jew. Not all Jews, etc. But Jerusalem Post, they demand that Leo the 14th, he must, the Pope must denounce Kenneth Owens and Nick Fuentes, because the Pope must obey the Jew, according to the Jewish Jerusalem Post. So thank you for that, explaining that you are total assholes all the time. Larry Ellison, maybe the most dangerous person on the planet. The CEO of Oracle, the biggest funder, private funder of IDF, genocidal Zionist, evil kind of mastermind. And Kabur Bank is her account called on TikTok and on YouTube and on Instagram. She might not be staying on TikTok. She made a great video where she's having a discussion with herself about Larry Ellison and how he's processing all the data for CIA, and then he's buying TikTok to brainwash you. So she's kind of, this Kabur Bank, she's kind of reading the mind of Larry Ellison, just like he wants to read your mind and reprogram your mind to serve him as a good little guy. But very well done of Kabur Bank. And finally, do we have a blind spot? I explained that it might not be so useful to play dead if you are having a bear attack you. But if you are a duckling and you get attacked by a leopard, that can't be a good situation. Ducklings are very small. Leopards aren't small. But yeah, the duckling won. It pretended to be dead. And cats don't want to play or eat stuff that is playing to be dead, apparently. So yeah, the duckling got away. So that's a good news for the duckling, and well, bad news for the poor big cat. And with that, that's enough for this Saturday from the church lake and from the heat storage thermos that they have close to the power plant here in Ljusdal. See you again tomorrow.